Hey guys, this week for Weapons Wednesday, we're testing out some of the newest weapons we just added to the KarateMart.com website. But before we begin, if you just like this video and subscribe to our channel, that would be awesome. So last week I showed you guys some of the newest weapons we recently added to the KarateMart.com website. And then I asked you to go to the community tab and vote for which one you like best. And you guys went to the community tab and voted for the removable spike spear staff. Excellent choice, guys. This was absolutely my favorite choice as well. I love the fact that this can easily be transformed from a standard bow staff into a spear staff by just changing out these tips. So awesome job. So this week I asked Amanda to go back into the warehouse and find some new weapons for me to review. So at the end of this video, make sure you guys go to the community tab and vote for which one you like best. And as always, there's links in the description of the video so you can find out more information about each of these products. So without further ado, Amanda, what is our very first weapon?
There you go.
Awesome, awesome. All right. And our very first weapon is the Bare Bones Tactical Cleaver. Awesome, awesome. Oh wow, this is really cool looking. So first off, we can see that it has a really nice heavy duty nylon sheath. I mean, that is a beautiful sheath. It's got this belt loop on here so we can hang it from the side of our body if we want to. But I want to see the blade itself, so let's check that out. Oh wow, look at that. That is nice. I'm loving seeing these new knives that have the more skeletal design to them because they just look so modern. But let's take a closer look at this knife. So first off, we can see that the blade is made from a 3CR13 stainless steel, and it goes full tang all the way through the handle. Now I like this kind of blade shape that's kind of the cleaver style blade shape because it's got this tip that's extremely sharp and good for slashing. So let's actually just test that out really quick. I've got this piece of fabric under here. Let's hang that on the Wing Chun dummy and just see how well it slices. All right, so this area of fabric has no slices in it. I'm just going to give it a quick slice. Okay, so as you can see, I mean, that just cut through it like nothing. So this kind of blade shape is absolutely perfect for that kind of thing. Now, if we look at how this handle is, we can see that there's a G10 handle on top of the full tang blade, and then there's these gold finished accent pieces underneath the G10 that just give it such a modern, clean look. The next thing I notice is that we've got jimping on the top of the blade, and that gives me really good control of this knife. In forward grip, it's very comfortable because there's this ergonomic grip, but if I throw it into reverse grip, it's not very comfortable because there's really not much placement for my thumb up here. Now the total length of this knife is approximately 7.5 inches with a blade length of approximately 3.5 inches and a total weight of 3.7 ounces. But that's about all I have to say about this, so I'm going to go ahead and put this away, and let's move on to our next weapon. All right, Amanda, what do you have next for me?
There you go.
Awesome, thank you. All right, and our next weapon is the Black Viper Stun Gun. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So first off, we can see that it comes with this really nice nylon holster that has a belt loop on it, so we could hang it from the side of our body if we wanted to. But I want to see the stun gun itself, so let's check that out. Okay, that's nice. You don't often see the ergonomic grip on the side of a stun gun, so yeah, that's actually really comfortable in my hand. And this is clearly made out of an ABS with a kind of comfortable rubberized grip to it, so I actually really like the feel of this. That's cool. And then you can tell also that this is one of those more simple stun guns. It's just like a couple of buttons instead of some of them where they're just too complicated. And the last thing you want in a self-defense situation is to have a complicated stun gun. So I actually like the looks of this so far. So first off, we can see that there's an area to plug this in at the bottom of the stun gun. So all we do is put in the plug that into the wall, and that'll charge up the stun gun for you. We can also see that it's got the disabling pin on it, which I'm really liking seeing that more and more nowadays. So you just kind of put this around your wrist, and let's say someone tries to grab the stun gun from you, all of a sudden your stun gun is disabled. So that's actually a really nice feature to have. But let's test out what the buttons do on this thing. So if we slide this switch up once, it turns on a really nice LED light, which could come in very handy if you're walking around at night. And then if we slide it up again, all of a sudden the stun gun's enabled. So let's just try this out really quick. Oh, wait, it's not working. That's because we don't have the disable pin in. So let's go ahead and throw the disable pin in there. There we go. And, oh yeah, there we go. That sounded pretty loud. So the manufacturer says that this is 29 million volts. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that we don't take that number seriously because the manufacturers just throw a random number on their stun guns or stun batons to make them appear that they're stronger than other stun guns or stun batons. So the best way for us to tell how strong they are is by listening to how loud the crackle of the stun gun is. So that's pretty loud. And then I also feel like it's necessary to have someone shock me just to confirm that it is an actual effective weapon. So as always, I'm going to have Amanda come into the video and shock me in the arm. And because I always seem to run away at the time, I'm going to actually hold my hand down so she can shock me, and hopefully I won't run too fast. Ow, jeez! Okay, you got me really good that time. Thank you, Amanda. She always loves doing that so much. It's just mean. But one thing I always like to mention is that if you have an attacker who happens to be on crystal meth or something, a stun gun may not be an effective weapon towards them, so it's always important for you to learn additional self-defense techniques in addition to using a stun gun. But the total length of this is approximately 6 3/4 inches, and the total weight is approximately 4.9 ounces. So that is a nice weight for this stun gun. But that's about all I have to say about this, so I'm going to go ahead and put this away, and let's move on to our next weapon. All right, Amanda, what do you have next for me?
There you go.
Awesome, awesome. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, cool. All right, so our next weapon is the large monkey fist keychain. Awesome, awesome. We've done monkey fist before, but this is a green version of it. So now I guess we have a black version and a green version. I love that you brought this out though, because I really do like monkey fists. I think they're one of the most misunderstood weapons out there, but they're actually an incredible pocket-sized self-defense weapon. Let's just take a look at how this works. All this is just a steel ball that's covered by paracord and hooked to a key ring. So the best way to use it is to kind of hook it to your keychain, and then all of a sudden we've got a very good self-defense weapon. And here's how it works. We just kind of stick it in our pocket, and let's say we're kind of walking down the street and we get attacked. All we have to do is grab the monkey fist, pull it out, strike to the bottom of the chin, and then strike to the temple of the head. And you could easily take someone out with that. So that is a very effective weapon. And then also, you could use the key side of this as well. You could put the keys in your pocket, pull it out, and strike to the eyes. And that would be a very effective weapon as well. But with any weapon, it's very important that you practice and learn how to use them properly, because a weapon is only as good as the person who's using it. So the total length of this monkey fist is approximately 6 3/4 inches long. The steel ball diameter is approximately 1 inch, and the total weight is approximately 3 ounces. But that's about all I have to say about this, so I'm going to go ahead and put this away, and let's move on to our next weapon. All right, Amanda, what is our next weapon?
There you go.
Awesome, awesome. All right, let's see what this is. Okay, and our next weapon is the railroad spike tracker knife. Awesome, awesome. Wow, we've been doing a lot of tracker knives lately. So for those of you who don't know, a tracker knife is kind of like a combination of multiple different types of knives that are great for survival tasks like peeling, chopping, and carving. So let's take a look at this tracker knife. So first off, we can see that this comes with a really nice genuine leather sheath that has a belt loop on it, so we can carry it on the side of our body if we want. But I want to see the knife itself. Oh yeah, that's definitely a tracker knife. We can tell by that big belly on the curved section of the blade, and then also it has that plain edge down there that is so common amongst tracker knives. So this one's kind of unique though. This is actually made from a carbon steel railroad spike that's been forged down into a very intimidating looking blade. So how cool is that? We can see that the blade is actually very sharp, and then it's got this sawback on the back that just gives it such a nice aesthetic look. We can also see that there's this thumb rise here, which gives me a good placement for my thumb, gives me good control of the blade. And then we also have this finger guard here, which actually is really nice because that protects my fingers very well. In case I'm stabbing, I wouldn't want my fingers sliding up into that blade. So I actually really like the placement of that. And then because this is a railroad spike, we've got this very heavy duty pommel down there, which would be perfect for strikes. So oh yeah, that would actually do some major damage for hammer strikes. So I love the fact that we can use this for non-lethal strikes in addition to having a blade at our disposal. And then the handle, because of this twisted handle design, gives us a really good grip on our knife. Now, the overall length of this is approximately 11.5 inches. The curved blade length is approximately 4 inches, and this plain edge blade is approximately 2 inches, and the total weight is 1 pound, 0.7 ounces. So that is a really nice weight for this knife. But I don't think there's anything else to say about it, so let's go ahead and put this away and move on to our next weapon. All right, Amanda, what is our last weapon?
There you go.
Awesome, thank you. I like how you're putting the paper in here. All right, let's see what this guy is. Okay. All right, and our last weapon is, two of them. The red legendary ninja sword and the blue legendary ninja sword. Okay, let's check these guys out. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So if we take a look at these, I know what you're thinking. This is clearly a mall ninja weapon, but before we start criticizing them, there's a lot of people who like to be able to buy a nice big sword at a very low price. So let's just give these swords a chance. All right, so first off, we can see that they come with a nylon sheath. And it's not a very heavy duty nylon sheath, but it definitely will protect your blade. So I do like that aspect of it. And then they have this shoulder strap on them, so you could wear them around your shoulder if you wanted to. But I want to see the blade itself. So let's go ahead and open this up. I mean, that's kind of cool. Actually, I really like the rubberized grip. That's a very comfortable grip. So we can tell that this is a stainless steel blade, and it's got a black finish on it, and then it's also got that red finish around the blade itself. So that looks really stunning. And then I like the fact that it's got this nice tonto tip on the end. That is super sharp, and the blade itself is very sharp. And the thing that I like the most is clearly this handle. I mean, it's got this very nice comfort grip rubberized handle. So that is extremely comfortable. Then we can see that it's also got these little red accent diamonds in it, which kind of give it a nice grip as well. We can also see that there is a lanyard hole in the pommel of the sword, so we could add a wrist strap if we wanted to. But I actually want to test this out a little bit just to see how well this holds up, because this is a stainless steel sword. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off of the Wing Chun dummy, and let's just chop in and just see if it'll hold up okay. I mean, look at that. That just chopped in that far into the Wing Chun dummy. So despite the fact that this is a mall ninja weapon, I mean, that could definitely do some major damage. So for how inexpensive these are pretty awesome. But these also come with these little kunai knives. So that's kind of a nice little added feature of this. We can pull those out, and you can tell that those have little blue blades as well, and then the other ones have red blades. And then they've got these cord wrapped handles. So what's cool about that is that gives you a throwing weapon in addition to your sword. So I think that's kind of neat. Each kunai only weighs about 1.8 ounces. So that's a pretty lightweight kunai. I bet you could throw these pretty well though. Now the overall length of the sword is approximately 27 inches, and the blade length is approximately 18.5 inches, and the sword weighs approximately 1 pound, 1.8 ounces. But that's about all I have to say about this, so make sure you guys go to the community tab and vote for which weapon you like best this week. And if you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. And check out KarateMart.com because we've got all sorts of awesome weapons on there right now. But until next week, we'll see you Weapons Wednesday.